Howdy, howdy, everybody out there in YouTube land. Welcome back. So we are live for another building a card trick, right? We're building a card trick. We're going to talk about this card trick. It's going to be a lot of fun. Oh, yeah. Anyway, we need to find where my live is. It's on here somewhere. You know what I'm saying? There you are. Okay. So that's just so we have access to the comments. This is going to be a quick little video. We already have the bare bones of this worked out. So let's see if it plays itself off here. So this is my in case of emergency, right? Because this is a murder mystery. So this is kind of set up like the game of Clue, where we need to have 3 cards selected at random, like you would when you're playing Clue. Okay, so let's go ahead and cut the deck in a couple of different places and see how it works out for us. I think we're just really kind of mixing everything up here. We need 3 equal piles. Let's see how many are in each. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. So that's 5 difference between the 2 of those. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. That's 1 off. So we're actually pretty decent here, I think. Okay, so now that we have our cards mixed up into 3 different piles, we can get started. In case of emergency, okay, we have 3 cards here on the tops, and we should have some cards here. So let's go ahead and take a look. Step 1, turn over. That's going to be the king. Oh, there it is. Beautiful. Next step is to open. Look at that. And the last step says to open and to turn over. And there we have our murder mystery. Ha-cha. Okay, so we're going to briefly go into that. This is by no means completed, but I want to talk about what goes into this type of trick, just so we can really get down to the bare bones of presentation. And this is very, like I said, this is just came up with this. I've had this in my repertoire for quite a while. I made this, so let's talk about this. This is an insurance policy concept that I made, and I made it with a single piece of paper on paint. And I just modified it and sectioned it off, and then there you have it. So I picked 3 random cards, and I used the tragedy deck as the setup, the prop, right? And I just came up with the idea of using this as Clue. Now, the objective is to get these 3 cards, because you're forcing these 3 cards. Now, depending on how much skill you have, you could potentially just locate these 3 cards and play around with it any which way you want. So the way that I've done this is that I just find them in the deck, and I try to do it in such a way that as I'm talking my way through the idea, the setup, the premise. And so at the beginning, you do a lot of talking in Clue to do your setup, just like you would there. That pile isn't quite as full as I'd like it to be, so there you go. 3 equal piles, and you're all set. And you can do all that while you're talking. That's the beauty of this, is that I do the reverse count, but the thing is, you might not want to be here all day just counting these, because what purpose does that have? There's no relevance to count this, because all I'm doing is just back counting, or rather reverse counting, in order to stall, buy time. You know, that's the idea of, like, we have to give the detective enough time to find all the clues. And so as we go through all of these cards are going to represent the people, the place, and the thing. You know, it's going to represent the murderer, the murder location, and the weapon used for that murder. And so really building on that and really interacting with your audience, you could do this in another way as well, just thinking about this out loud. You want it to present in a very clear way. So let's say you start off like this. You're going to give yourself a nice little mix. And then I'm going to hand out some cards for people so that we can, just like in the game of Clue, when we mix everything up, everything is pretty well mixed up. We've got stuff that's front and back to front. Maybe not flash that. But here's what we can do. First card will go to A, B, and C, right? Okay. Now you've got these are your cards. We're going to try to find the clues. Here we go. Now you go through it. Boom. That's the first one. That's the second one. And that is the third one. So that's another way that you could potentially handle that type of situation. So it's really an interesting premise because the idea here is that you're really trying to set up this. Now, what really works is that you could potentially do this and do 3 phases and have this be the ending. So, for instance, if we're back in the setup that we were just in, my recommendation would be have something like this. Okay. Go ahead and tell me when to stop. Beautiful. Okay, hold on to that card for me. Okay, next up, we're going to have another card selected. That's going to be the 7 of diamonds. Why don't you go ahead and hold on to that for me? Perfect. Okay. The last card, what I'd like to do for the last card is I'm actually going to just pick a card out of the center here, and we're going to put that in my pocket. Beautiful. Okay. So we're going to play Clue. This is a murder mystery. Spectator number 1 is going to have the villain, right? Now, if I have a t-shirt that has this on it, right? So I can expose, like the first one turn over, boom, there it is. And then I can open up my coat. Oh, look at that, I have this on. Okay. And then the next one, you got to open it up, and that's going to be the spider webs, the ace. Maybe I have something on that isn't the ace or something. Either way, so the spectator has that. Now, they thought this was going to be the 7 of diamonds. But, of course, I am the murderer. And I have the 7 of diamonds still on me. Whoa! So that is an interesting way to play that out. And I think that you could have a lot of fun with that. So, yeah, there you have it. And the nice part about this, always, is at the end of this trick, no matter how you have it set up, spectators holding cards, you holding cards, you have this piece of paper that can, you got to be careful with it. You could even print this off on some worn paper and make it, just customize it however you like. Put some scroll work on it. You can make this. And then, so this can be handed out. All of this is good. Everything is fine. And it's beautiful. And there's a nice display here. Perfect. Okie dokie then. That's all for now. That's a wrap. That's building a card trick. Please go ahead and comment below if you think if you have any ideas for how to make this better. Share it with your friends if you enjoy it. And if you do like it, if you really do enjoy it and you make one of these yourself, excuse me, here's how you do it, just to give you a little walkthrough. Back of the paper is going to be 1 card. The other side is going to be split into 3 parts. Half of it is going to be another card. And then the quarter, it's to be a third over here. So it's technically a quarter because this is 2 quarters. Will be another card, your first force, second force, and then your third force is on the back, bigger. And then down here will be whatever instructions you want to use. You can go ahead and fill that up however you want. Just keeping in mind that when you fold it, I enjoy doing this, but you can always have it laying flat like a book. That could be fun too. So you can go ahead and make one of those. And if you do end up doing that, feel free to link me down below so I can check it out. There you go. Thank you, everybody. I'd like to check the comments. I'm going to heart this. I'm going to heart it because I like my own videos. There you go. I like it. Okie dokie then. I keep saying that. We're done. This is it. That's all we got for you. I'm not seeing anybody on here live right now, but that's okay. Building a card trick, murder mystery. We've got it in the wraps. We've got a couple of different ideas. I like the last one a lot, especially with the different spectators, especially if you're on Halloween. Whatever it is that you're doing, you have different people, you can hand out the cards and let them hold on to them. And then at the end, oh, that switch is beautiful because it's kind of like, again, we're pulling from Clue. Some of the board games have the secret passageways to other areas. So I escaped the location with the murder weapon. Ah, beautiful. Gorgeous. Gorgeous. There you have it. There it is. That's the end of it. Oh, beautiful stuff. Beautiful stuff. I just hang out for about 5 minutes here, a couple minutes, just in case somebody pops on and does comment. I'm always available to chat. Any questions, comments, concerns, thoughts? This is the Tragedy deck. Absolutely beautiful. We did a murder mystery. In case you're popping on right now, we did a murder mystery. And, yeah. My own version of the insurance policy, but it is a, like, break glass in case of emergency type of effect. We do have some videos coming out soon, hopefully, which are going to be some previews of my membership section that I'm trying to get back to, which is doing Mark Wilson's Complete Course in Magic. I will be going through the different sections in there. I will be releasing, I think, 2 or 3 videos to the general public, going over some of the basic stuff at the beginning, and then revamping some of the stuff that I already have on the membership section, because we're going to be, by the end of summer, we're going to try to have 100 decent videos. I can't say perfect, but definitely not bad videos in this format. Not the we definitely don't want to be using the dark, some good thumbnails, all that stuff. But yeah, that's all I've got for you today. Hope you enjoyed, and remember, stay positive, stay active, and stay awesome. And we'll see you in the next one.